Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into a Tavern Talk. And we are starting at Act 3, the Twilight Flood, 15 Riptide, 19th of the Astral Moon. So let's go ahead and get started. I know that we had, a great flooding had happened. And we, worked on getting our tavern back up to snuff. And Fable stole our air elemental that we love dearly, so now we're just, at least we still have the bard. At least we still have him. So let's go ahead and start our day. I'm still salty about that, Fable. I thought we were friends. Oh, we haven't seen him in a while. Sup, my fellow Enigma. Sup. I don't find you that difficult to comprehend. That's what they all think. How's it going? Hopping, running, bad, moderately, good, bad. Don't even let me get into Fable and our air elemental that constantly changes names, and I don't remember what his name is, so we'll say good. Why? I've had a pretty relaxing morning so far. The tsunami didn't do too much damage to my roof. Not to mention, I'm very thankful for the comfort I can provide in these difficult times. And for the wonderful customers that keep showing up at my inn. Got a pretty good one today already. You're welcome. But a tsunami, huh? So that's what that was. Cool. Sucks that I was busy playing a round of Magic the Scattering. Made me miss the whole thing. I would have loved to have surfed those waves. I'm sure you would have a grand old time. Maybe next flood. You think I should start the next one on purpose? No. Aw, come on. This place has made you lame. I'd like my tavern to keep standing, and the people around it as well. Like I said, lame. You got anything interesting to say? I have an interesting question. Shoot. Have you seen Melly anywhere? She's gone missing. Oh, that pocket-sized detective? Sure did. Several times, even. Were any of them recently? Would say so. Think the last time was 2 days ago. I was chilling in the moon swamp. Had just tested out the witch's spa. Good old Voy Boy recommended. Met some lost travelers on the way back and was giving them the conversation of their lives. That is so scary. When that cat rudely interrupted my business pitch. Made them run off without a single handshake, little snitch. What are you selling? Hair growth cocktails, inspired by your little things. You drink them, your hair grows? Fast? Fast, schmaz, past. It will grow eventually. You just gotta have some patience. I see. So Melly at the moon swamp. Where exactly did you see her? On the way to the moon pools, duh. Where the paths diverge and nature tries to lead you astray from its shimmering reflections in the water. Isn't that near one of the Twilight Chasm portals? Oh, yeah. That means she got a fresh opportunity to go surfing. Good for her. What a positive outlook on things. Always good to have one of those. After all that matters in life is fun, right? I don't know about that. Life is full of many beautiful and important things. Not all of them are fun. They should be, at least for me. Don't care what you're up to. Speaking of fun, been wondering, do you think I should explore the Twilight Chasms? Do you want to? Ish. It sounds exciting, especially since I've never been there before. They say it's like Avalon but reversed, with a different color scheme and all that. Do you enjoy Avalon? Sometimes. I haven't been home in ages. Let me tell you, as soon as those portals opened up, I was out of there. Running from pesky consequences? You got it. Been wondering what a nightmare version of Gaia would look like. That's what they call it, right? Avalon's the dream, the Twilight Chasm's the nightmare, Gaia's like waking up. Probably doesn't look too different from the Sealy Court, am I right? Couldn't tell you. So you claim. But I know a fellow scam artist when I see one. In the mirror? Oh, you think you're funny, don't you? Well, you're hilarious. High five, bud. No. Bummer. Anyway, with your obvious non-existence, only hypothetical plane traveling experience, do you think I should take a trip down to the horrors of memory and melancholia? I don't think you should. I think you should. I mean, honestly, he seems to like that sort of stuff, so you know what? I think you should. It sounds very exciting. Who knows what you'll find? Maybe the answers you seek. I'm not seeking any answers. I already know what I want. Then maybe you'll find the right questions. You're so weird. You know that, right? That makes two of us. You got me there. Fascinating advice, Innkeeper. If I cared more, I'd probably say it says something about you. I mean, I did say it, so... Lucky for you, this is already boring me. Okay, so character information, Emiko. Okay, so even though they've been traveling for a while, they've never been to the Twilight Chasm, and they are very curious about the realm of nightmares. What currently keeps them here on Gaia is a famous singer, Voy, whom they lovingly call Voy Boy. Then how about a drink to keep you with me a little longer? We're on the same wavelength today, dude. Yeah, hit me with one of those. Something for those waves in my brain, so you can keep my interest a little longer. I'll mix up something real quick. I didn't know they were interested in Voyage. They never mentioned it, and I don't think Voyage ever mentioned them. Okay, so we need this one, the Sparkling Nebula. Quick-witted and mischievous, just like you. Sick. This is lit, I'll give you that. Thank you. Oh, Baya. Welcome back, Baya. Thank you. How was your road trip? It was good. We stopped by my spa and did mud masks. And did you find them a way back home? Yes. We saw a lot of weird fishies and dreams filled with dread. It was terrifying, but it was fun. We even got to explore the gruesome mangrove. The nice ghost even gave me her sunglasses. They're so cool. What else is up? The sky and the sun, but no stars. And some trees? No, trees are in the middle. Not to an ant. Nah, ants. So cute. Do you have any ants? Not on me. And you, Innkeeper? Any ants? Not at the moment, sorry. Oh, no ants. Can I offer you a drink as an apology? Yes. Make me feel like a little nimble ant. Ant potion. Got it. Man, the potions are so strange sometimes with what our character has to come up with. It's just funny to me. Oh, we need a swift strike. Some defense. And some agility. And then a little intelligence. Here, for my favorite pseudo-ant. Oh, this is so tasty. I want to look up at the trees now. I'm sure they'll seem taller. Can I do anything else for you? Yes, several things. Have you been handing out my coupons? I have. Just recently I gave some to Voy. Have people been dropping by? They have, and they're really nice. The mud masks are the most popular, and the flowers. Grace said my flower bracelets are her favorite. They must be gorgeous. I'm making new ones just for her. She'll love that. I hope so. Second thing, are you okay? I am, Baya. Thanks for asking. To be honest, I feel a bit distraught. I mean, I'm concerned about Melly. I am. Because she's just disappeared, and the last place he says he saw her was where the flooding started. So let's say, to be honest, I feel a little bit distraught. And also, I lost my boo. I lost him to who I thought was my most favorite, best customer. And he's changed his, I forgot, it's Como now. I've lost Como. I'm so distraught. So I'm going to be honest. The other day really did a number on me. I'm trying to stay positive, but I can't say I feel the best. Oh no, that's awful. Do you want some extra coupons or flowers? Flower coupons? I think your company will be quite enough. Oh, nice. But what about lotus flowers? I brought you some in case I needed to cheer you up. Oh, for me? Yes. They are special flowers. I've heard they're Ur's favorite, and they bless you with their protection. They also make you feel nimble, like an ant. Thank you very much, Baya. So we got a new infusion. We got the lotus flower. I've been wanting to check in on people. I really enjoyed the flood. But I thought about when the Banshee told Mari and me that some people don't like drowning. Correct. I hope I can cheer them up. A little. You're already cheering me up. I am? Yeah, I was bored, now I'm having fun. Cheering up quest succeeded. Yippee. I also have some questions. Ask me. Have you seen Melly anywhere in your swamp? The small cat, Vuvikin. She might have been investigating your flowers. No, I didn't see a cat anywhere. But I was also very busy, tending to my sniffling willows. They need a lot of love. I see. How's your swamp doing? Good. It's so wet now, and there are so many new interesting critters and plants. What kind of plants? Those with teeth? Some have teeth. Some have eyes and spikes, and haunting spirals of long-forgotten mistakes. Sick. I gotta check those ones out. They're nice. They speak just like little horrible birdies. You're one of those people who can talk to plants? Yes. How are they doing? The plants, I mean. Depends on the plant, but they're all very loud at the moment. They love the water. They hate the water. They complain about the onslaught of the undead. They're ambivalent about the water. What was that? Ambivalent. It means they don't care, but they still want to say something about it. No, the undead. Ah, them. The trees from the Pale Woods are very upset. They say that squeaky undead keep chewing on their roots and barks and leaves. And their brains? No, they can't reach those. But there's lots of them. Maybe soon they'll learn how to climb or fly. The Pale Woods. I've never been there before. Is it a good hangout spot? So we've got a new rumor, which I think that might complete the one about the undead, because I think we already had two on that one. I don't think so. It's so dry, but maybe the undead like dryness. I would think they'd prefer bogs. Everyone should. Agreed. Hey, Baya, can you show me those Twilight Chasm plants? Would love to taste test them. Yes, but you have to help me hand out coupons first. His face. Do I have to? Please? Ugh, fine, but only because I'm getting bored again. Hooray! And please keep handing them out to people who need cheering up, Innkeeper. Okay, so character information, Baya. Okay, so I've learned Baya can talk to plants and even use some plant magic to fast travel the lands. The flora in her spa told her about undead gnawing on roots in the Pale Woods, and she's suddenly deeply involved in saving the world. If you're somehow reading this, consider it an advertisement. Visit her spa. Oh, let's look at the lotus flower that we got here. Can we see it? Oh, just the picture of it, so we won't be able to see it till we make a drink again. Including yourself. Will do. Have fun, you two. Thank you. Okay, so another day's passed. On to Fable, what do you want? Get out of my tavern. Hiya, Fable, how's it going? All fine and dandy? I like to think that was sarcasm. All fine and tired. Actually, not so fine. How come? Well, the city's a mess. So is the Grove and Thamus and Terrigan. We still don't know exactly what happened or how. There's the undead problem not too far from us, apparently, and Archie is miserable. And no one has seen Melly in days. A lot of people are worried, and a lot of people also just aren't. Una told me not to worry either, but it's hard. Yes, very. I just want everyone to be safe. I want to fix this, whatever this is. Fable, I know everything is a lot right now. Especially since this is the first wave of adventures that you've ever faced. Pun unintended. But Una isn't wrong. A little less worrying wouldn't hurt. I'm sure it's not as bad as it feels right now. I'm sure someone else will take care of it. I mean, it's probably not as bad as it feels, because sometimes you over-externalize, like, things that are going on and everything's so bad. I mean, it could always be worse. So, we'll go with that one. Wait, can I click on this? Oh, I didn't know I could. Oh, it just takes me to this. But I was looking at that green envelope there with the dagger in it. I think that might be the ominous letter that we got. I'm thinking that's what it came off of. Okay, sure. I'm sure it's not as bad as it feels. Sure, it's unpleasant, but worse things have happened, and we've always been fine. Maybe it's just nature or the dragons are carving change. There's nothing we can do about it. I think that was craving change. I cannot read today. Okay, there's always something we can do. You taught me that. Sometimes things sort themselves out too. It's quite pleasant to wait occasionally. I just wish I could do more. I understand. How about a drink? That's something I can do for you. Not right now, I think. Oh, you showed up too. Hey, you look stressed. Stressed? Why? What makes you say that? I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's great. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Everything's awesome. If you're saying it like that, something must be terribly wrong. How about a drink? A little help for telling us what's going on. Sure. See? I always know how to make you feel better. Jerk. Okay, spoken heart. Oh, there's the lotus blossom. That's pretty. Alright, so we need a little defense. And a whole lot of charisma. And a little strength. I hope this helps with the word vomit. It does a little bit, thank you. Anytime. So, what happened? Nothing really. Much at all. I was just taking a stroll, trying to find Melina, checking in on the people Fable asked me to check in on. Thank you for that. Yeah. After you helped calm me down last night, I'm glad I could help. So I was, taking a walk around the outskirts of Thamus. A walk is good, right? Right. So good. I even came across new people. A lot of them were echoes. Did you talk to them? Of course not. I expected nothing else. That's peculiar, though. There aren't a lot of echoes on Gaia. There are now. Apparently the flood brought in a lot of primordial refugees. Not everyone's comfortable being submerged in water, after all. And they say Leviathan's plane is a mess right now. Oh. I hope everyone has a place to stay. They're looking for places for sure. Some merchants are even offering them rides around Phoeotia and beyond. Like to Borkham, for example, with which they advertise as the perfect vacation spot. It is. It's right by the Phoeotian Wadian Sea, very popular with travelers and retirees. I believe Una lives there currently, when she's not bothering me in my tavern. Awesome. I bet it's great there. I bet you can relax a little. I bet you can relax like nowhere else. What's going on, Kumo? You can. There are wonderful Leviathan museums nearby, too. Okay, I have a feeling there's more going on. So what's going on? Nothing at all. Just my parents taking a casual trip to Borkham. Your parents? Like their ghost? Was Tuat also flooded? Unlikely. I don't think souls can leave the upper world so easily. You're right. It would be difficult for ghosts to make it out of Tuat and into a mocktail bar. But being Guy and Taurus is a lot easier to do when you're actually not dead. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but you might have to elaborate a little more. It's simple. My parents aren't dead. I saw them with the merchants near Thamus booking a carriage and an all-inclusive boat journey to Borkham. They were going on about how they had a positive outlook on having to leave the primordial sea. How it was like a free vacation, a blessing in disguise. Good for them. But didn't you see them die? No. I just saw a burning village and couldn't find them anywhere. That foolish conclusion was all mine. So they didn't die. They just left. Yes. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, rumor unlocked. Long lost tourist. So you're going to kick their asses? I'm sorry, Kumo. That's awful. I mean, I do want to say that one, but I feel awful because that's worse than thinking they were dead. That they just left you behind and didn't care. It's a new kind of awful for sure. How stupid of me to think them dead. You shouldn't have thought that only the claws of Tuat can make them leave. You should have. They're your parents. They should never have abandoned you. Well, they did. Indeed. So what now? I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. Do you want to talk about it? No, not right now. Kumo, maybe... Anyway, have you found Melina yet? Not yet, but Inako saw her last at the Moon Swamp. What? About 2 days ago. But there's a Twilight Chasm portal there, where the Dragon Curse flood started. Indeed. Did Baya see her? No, she didn't. That's great. That's awesome. That's even better. You said awesome an alarming number of times. Because this is also awesome. I'll keep looking for her. There's not a lot you can do without leaving your tavern, except... Innkeeper, please, I beg of you, put out a quest to find Melly right now. I need to figure out what to do about my parents before they disappear again. I don't know how much time I'll have left. She needs to be safe, but I can't go myself. We need to find her. Please help me find her. I don't exactly have enough information yet, but I'll make sure to find out more and make a quest. And I'll put it up immediately. Are you sure you don't want to go on it yourself? I mean, I would think he would, but this thing with his parents is really important. And honestly, I think Melly's probably okay. So I'm going to go with I'll put it up immediately. Thank you. I hope someone will find her. We will, I promise you. I believe you. I will. I have to go think. Good luck with that. I'll see you soon? Yeah. Don't burn down your tavern, I mean. I'll try not to. Last word was to me. How you like that, Fable? I'm still so salty. Okay, someone's worried. Of course he is. Do you really think Melly is okay? I hope so. I do. I think she's okay. I do. She's smarter than anything she should encounter. Anything she could encounter. I trust her to take care of herself. I do too, but still, she's just a child. A very capable child. A child nonetheless. Wherever and however she is, whether she was just watching the sky or trying to unravel a mystery, she might need help. So please give me that quest. Pardon? Please give me that quest right now so I can find her. No, it's not done. No, it's not for you. Should I say it's not done or not for you? You know what, Fable? I'm still angry. You know what? No, it's not for you. What? I thought anyone can take your quest. If I agree to hand them out, yes. I don't think we have time to be pedantic right now. There's a certain way things have to be done. Your way? Yes, I'm sorry, but it's just how things are. Because you made them that way. Fable, listen, maybe a more experienced adventurer should take care of this. You just told me not to worry about it. How dangerous could it be then? Well, weren't you encouraging me to go on more adventures just a week ago? Or are you only okay with me leaving when it's something as small as some snails? I just think something like the flood must have been caused by a massive force. Whether worrisome, purposeful, or neither, it's certainly not harmless. And you don't have a lot of experience with adventures like this. Or with different planes. What if she's in the Twilight Chasm? You need to level up before you stand a chance against true nightmares. Maybe we can get another quest from the farmers. Their fields must have taken a lot of damage. Archie needs cheering up too. Don't patronize me. I simply don't think you're ready for this one. Why are you being like this? Oh, you have to ask me? You always say I should get out of my comfort zone. You encourage me to change, to grow stronger and braver. And now that I do, it's suddenly wrong? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying the timing isn't right. And why do you get to decide what my timing is? Why should I leave my comfort zone, but once something is out of yours, it's a mistake? Things aren't that simple. I know. I've lived for over 100 years. I know that things aren't simple. I also know that they don't change by pretending they aren't there, or by pretending they're not missing. Think what you might. The quest hasn't been put up yet, so it cannot be taken. I don't need some sheet of parchment to find her. Just make me a drink. Think about this. No. I'm going to say it. No. No. I'm not making you a drink. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Why people come to you? I would guess they come for advice, too. What good is your advice if you're not willing to help when it matters? Just let it go. Let someone else handle it. So they get hurt instead of me. That's not what I said. But it's what you meant. You don't know what's awaiting you out there. But you do? Of course not. Please just stay. Of course not. But I can guess it won't be pretty. I never really realized how much you lie to me all the time. You tell me to be honest, and how can I know you're being honest with me? I'm always honest with you, Fable. I care about you. Let me help you. Maybe you can take a nap in one of my rooms, and we'll see how you feel after. Enough. I've made up my mind. And I've made up mine. I'm not giving you the quest. I'm not making you a drink. Okay? I don't need a drink. Don't be ridiculous. Going on an adventure without my help is reckless at best, foolish at worst. I'm not going to sit around and wait while other people suffer, not if I have a chance to help them. I'm not like you. You're right. You're not. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. I know I'm going to find Melina. I don't care what it takes. And I'm not going to let anyone stop me, not even you. Fable. Maybe I should have been more honest. They'll be fine. I thought I was being honest. After all, they've always been honest with me. If I had just explained everything to them. And now they're going to run towards their doom just because I can't. No. I don't want to think about that. Not sure what to do with those rumors now. Guess I'll just hang on to them. Well, I better close up for the day. Oh, I like that. That was fun. That was a very fun conversation. Okay, so I think we have the one... Our rogue's parents were washed ashore by twilight flood. Once believed dead, the liars were last seen in Borkum. Okay, so I think we have the undead one. Yep. The Vegan Dead. The Pale Woods and its surrounding areas have been plagued by undead lately. First undead snails scavenging crops, then humanoid cadavers gnawing away at the forest itself. The local plants can't catch a break. No one knows why there's sudden hunger for the local flora. Some brave adventurer, preferably experienced with the inanimate or ex-animate, should look into this. Innkeeper. Okay, so we only had one quest for the day. Feed undo. Sweep the floors. And blow out the candles. Okay, we're on Act 3, the Twilight Flood. 16. I had to do that in my head real quick. This is 16. The Pin and the Sword, 20th of the Astral Moon. Kind of had a brain fart for a minute there with the Roman numerals. Oh, it's Archie. Hello, brave adventurer. Welcome back to my tavern. Hello, Innkeeper. Thank you dearly for your hospitality the other day. Not being alone after all that happened. It really helped. I'm glad to hear that. How are you doing? These past few days have been quite eventful. I'm all right. I think. I'm just trying to keep myself busy so I don't have time to think about the things that happen. Understandable. Losing a loved one is always tough, and healing takes a lot longer than you'd expect. I fear you might be right. Are you perhaps speaking from experience? I've been doing this job long enough to witness countless adventurers passing through my tavern. Some of them return, some don't. But they always leave someone behind mourning. I see. Does it get any easier? Yes, it does eventually. No, never. I mean, honestly, when you lose somebody, there's always a hole. Always one. So, I mean, it doesn't. You just have to learn how to deal with that pain in a way that, works best for you. And if it did, I'd be worried. Death shouldn't be easy, be it friend or foe. I suppose you're right. Distraction is always a good approach, though. I think I know what you mean. I've been writing a lot the last 2 days. I want to hold on to every memory I've made along the way, and especially to Theo's last moments. I thought going on an adventure would be like the books I read as a kid, but it's not even remotely similar. Reality is always harsher than the stories portray. I'm sorry, Archie. It's alright. Thank you for your sympathy, but I'll manage. Actually, I've been thinking about switching careers. I think I might be better off at home, just dreaming of these adventures. and writing them down, with happy endings and all. I'd like to note the others mentioned how much they loved listening to your stories. And so did Theo. Maybe I should take Rhea's advice and really continue my life the way Theo would have wanted me for me. It's the safer route for sure, and if that's what you want, then why shouldn't you? On another note, how about a drink to wind down a little? Sure, why not? Any specific wishes? Surprise me with something that'll keep me focused on writing. Something to ward off distracting thoughts. Nothing easier than that. Okay, so a strength one, which would be the Frosted Lagoon. Excuse me. A drink for the upcoming best-selling author. Very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Oh, this tastes absolutely delightful. I can already feel the words aligning, impatiently waiting to be written down. Don't mention it. I'm always happy to help. Speaking of which, have you by any chance heard of Melina, the famous detective? As it happens, I have. You get to know quite a lot of people when you run a tavern, you know. Have you seen her recently? Sadly, not in a while, no. I saw her at least a week ago, if not 2. How curious that you also know her. Meeting such a well-known detective is a fantastic source of inspiration and exciting stories. I've heard stories of her solving the case of the lost familiar in Zoford. Yes, she solved the case alongside her trusty assistant. Ah, how inspiring. I'd love to tell her tale someday. Maybe I'll combine it with some of the rumors I've heard about this one mysterious place in the southwest of Phoecia. Oh, which one might that be? It's a wizard's tower, a magical place full of puzzles, mysteries, and magic. I've heard tales of it harboring hundreds of books containing lost and forbidden knowledge. But that's not all. There are treasures of unfathomable value and magical trinkets as well. What an exciting thought for a young detective to stumble upon a place like that. So we got another rumor unlocked, which is the Wizard Hoard, which we have heard a little bit about that tower. Supposedly, like, the wizard disappeared, I believe. Definitely a story I'd read. Promise to send me a copy, please. Oh, but of course. I'll deliver it to you myself. You know, even if we might be a few years apart, seeing her reminded me of my own childhood. Sure, the circumstances are completely different, and I was never allowed to wander off by myself, but she seemed a little lonely, just like me back then. Always looking for my own adventures, though she found them in the real world while I relied on books. But I'm glad she found an assistant to keep her company. The life of a detective can certainly be a lonely one. I mean, I also had Theo to keep me company, but it doesn't matter anymore, does it? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, Mellie's been missing since the Twilight Flood. No, tell me you're joking. Sadly not, I'm sorry. No, that can't be. I really hope nothing happened to her. She's so young, so small. What if she was also... Now, there's no need to panic just yet. Easy for you to say, isn't it? Your friend didn't die in your arms. You didn't have to witness his life fade from his eyes. Don't jump to conclusions, Archie. There are no clues indicating what happened to Melina. We shouldn't expect the worst. She might be small, but she's tough, trust me. You're right. Sorry. Let's hope for the best. I couldn't bear writing another tragedy. Oh, he's angry. Kumo, it's great to see you. I've solved it. Solved what? My parent problem. I've solved it. And how did you do that? It's simple. I'm here to ask you to write up and hand out a quest for me. A quest to find them and to kill them. Sorry, did you say kill them? Yes. Why do you want to kill your parents? Isn't it obvious? Can't say it is. Their death is what set me on the bleak path that is my life. It led me towards my destiny, my purpose. Which would be stealing, revenge, edginess, darkness. Of course. Now that they're back, it's messing up my... What is it? Aesthetic purpose? Aesthetic purpose. Right. So I must take destiny back into my own hands. Why not kill them yourself? Why not talk this through instead? I mean, really, is killing what you really want to do? Let's talk this out. Talking doesn't solve anything. Might make you feel a little better and less murderous. No. I must embrace who I am, and for that, they must die. So please, a quest. Have it done. Quickly. As you wish. I'll set it up for you. So Parent Trap. So now we have 2 rumors on that, and we still need, I think, 1 more. Thank you. I shall leave you to it. Before you go, how about a drink for the road? Maybe one that'll have you talking about something other than killing your parents. Yes. I shouldn't allow them a warning, so I must be deceitful about my feelings. I'll see what I can do for you. Kumo. Don't be going down that path. Okay, spoken word. Need some defense. Some strength. And a whole lot of charisma. Maybe this will help your heart a little. It feels nice. Really warm. Like a hug. Do you need a hug, Kumo? I need to go. Stay safe out there. Sure. And, Kumo? Yes? Have you talked to Fable? Yesterday, yes. They left to find Millie. I see. Good luck with your parents. I don't need luck. I need vengeance. Does he need help? Do you want to help him? Do you want to help them kill their parents? Pardon me? No, of course not. I meant psychological help. They don't look like they're doing too well, if I might say. He's always quite broody and mysterious, but their parents being alive really threw them off track. You wouldn't think that's a bad thing, really. And now they want to kill them just because it doesn't fit the backstory they came up with. This is the possibility for a happy ending to an otherwise dark story. Please don't tell me you're actually going to set up a quest to assassinate them. I am but a mere innkeeper to this tavern. I'm just following Kumo's wishes. I would have expected you to have a little more backbone, or moral standards, so to speak. Especially after everything that's happened and the advice you gave me. What about the people Kumo's actions would leave behind grieving and mourning? Those were your words, right? I tried to stop him. But I don't think I can get them to talk with their parents right now. You heard them. And that's exactly why there's still hope. Wait, I don't think I understand. Kumo won't take on the quest himself. So there'll be someone else that can talk to his parents. That sounds like a really questionable plan, if I may say so. It'll work out, I'm sure of it. Most likely, it won't be a very difficult quest, especially not if you know your way with words. As a nobleman like you would, for example. Oh. Well, I'm still certain this isn't a quest for me, even though I could probably do it. What if the situation actually escalates into violence? I don't know if I could handle that very well. No pressure, I just wanted to make an offer. Do you want a different quest then? Weren't you listening? I don't think I want to be an adventurer anymore. Hearing Kumo just now has amplified my doubts. I never want to have to kill anyone. Being a murderer is not how I envision my life to be. Of course not. But I also don't know in what direction my life is headed from now on. My heart is still so full of grief. This might only be a tale, but there's this place of infinite knowledge. Oh? Are you by any chance talking about the subterranean caves on the plain of Ur? I've read so many stories about them. A hidden yet wondrous place. Though I really doubt a Gaian mortal like me could ever walk there. But I've heard you can get through the Twilight Chasm. Innkeeper, do you think that's true? That there's a portal to Ur somewhere in the Twilight Chasm? I think that's pretty unlikely. Well, maybe. This world is full of wonders, after all. And since the Twilight Realm arose from Ur's dreams, I'd say it isn't completely unlikely. Just thinking about the caves makes my heart beat faster and my fingertips itch. So we got Rumor Unlocked, Twilight Passage, which I think that might sum up a quest if I remember right, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should write a little story about them. Time to write down some keywords or I might lose my ideas. You know, I don't think you need Ur to lead you. Your heart already knows what it wants to do. Huh? Do you really think so? Yes. It's quite obvious, actually. How about you go write down those keywords now? This might already be an upcoming bestseller. Oh, you really are a sweet talker, aren't you? Thank you for your advice. Goodbye, Innkeeper. Until next time, Archie. Okay, we made it through another day. Now for evening. It's raining outside. Care! Oh, she's taking our undead quest. She always takes our quest. Good evening, Carolyn. Evening. Has boredom already caught up with you again? It's always on my trail. Guessing this quest is still free. Not for much longer, it seems. Haven't had enough of the undead yet? I've had enough of losing to them. I want a rematch. There's no rematch for what happened. I know. But I won't let anyone else lose more people to him. I thought you'd be looking for Melly instead. Can't say I'm not worried about the little gal. But Fable's already on it. I trust him. And I trust Melly too. To come back, I mean. She promised me we'd see each other again soon. I'm learning to believe in people's words. You should too. I do, but trust is a scary thing. Words are empty, actions are loud. I mean, both of those are true. I'll go with I do, but trust is a scary thing. Everything's scary if Fable's to be believed. Might as well pick the fun horrors to commit to. Like the undead? Exactly. I also got to check up on my cousin. Those undead snails are sounding a lot more concerning right now. At least they're slower than the regular undead. Very calming, thanks. Want to take Archie along again? He might be the calming presence you're seeking. Under no circumstances, no. What if you get bored? He has very good stories to tell. Shut up. How will we talk about what drink you want then? Well, dearie me, my dearest acquaintances. Innkeeper, Dame Carlin, you both look radiant tonight. What are we radiating? I shan't say, as it would be too rude. How polite of you. How are you doing, Scully? Just wonderful. Yesterday I had the most delightful tea party with Sir Alphonse and Lady Frostgrip. Alphonse and I were able to learn so much about the times we've missed thanks to the young blacksmith prodigy. This world truly is an exciting and beautiful one. And by tomorrow the vampires will have all forgotten all about it. But that merely means he'll get to remember again. How marvelous! The endless pursuit of learning is wonder in and of itself. Speaking of learning, if you'll allow me, I'd like to learn how you're doing on this fine day of ours, Dame Carlin. You do look a little spent, and I would hate to be intruding on your space. Just exhausted by all these people and their constant talking. You're good, though. Ain't your fault. I understand. The social aspects of life can be exhausting as they come with so many rules and obstacles one must traverse. But throughout the overwhelming obstacle course of mortal interactions, we can find many magnificent treasures. And all of them make these efforts worthwhile. Like quest? I was thinking about friends, but quests too. Are you heading out on one? Yeah. What's its cause? An unusual amount of undead creatures are haunting Phoeocia lately. Especially near the Pale Woods. Carlin is going to check on that. An undead gathering in the Pale Woods. But why so? Is there a convention, perhaps? No. It sounds more like the violent type of crowd. Unfortunate. It does seem that this sentiment is common among my compatriots. Sense and sensibilities are often lost when you are ripped from the afterlife without your soul attached to your body. You don't have a soul? You've got a lot of personality for that to be true. That's very kind of you to say, but I'm afraid I'm a mere fragment of my former self. Maybe you'll find your way back to yourself one day, an opportunity to find a new self then. Well, might find his way back to himself one day. Wouldn't that be nice? My soul should be securely locked behind Tuat's walls, but perhaps there are more memories of it stored in these old bones somewhere. I wonder what my favorite song used to be, my favorite food, or my favorite book. The best way to find out is to keep seeking out new experiences, to find what calls to that old, absent heart of yours. Listening to all the songs of the world does sound like a joy. I wouldn't want to miss out on that. Thank you for the inspiration. Dame Carlin, would you mind me tagging along on your quest? It sounds like a haven of fascinating research, and I've not been able to indulge in that pastime for a long while. Sure, come along. A skeleton should be a great help in wiping out a bunch of undead. Wiping out? By no means should that be our approach. We should study them, or better yet, strike up a civilized conversation. That's the first time his mustache has ever fallen off. Well, enough charisma. I'm certain we can remind them of their mortal conscience. Don't be ridiculous. They'll rip us apart. We can simply ask the Innkeeper for additional defense in case they need some initial convincing. I could even offer you some frost armor to go along with it. A few frozen pine cones here and there, and you'll have a little more of a buffer if your words don't take hold. Excellent idea. Or we just fight them, smash their bones together until they stop moving. No offense, Scully. None taken. Though I believe the clever approach would be to rely on speed. Unawakened undead are rather slow, so we should embrace this possible advantage. Dexterity, then, and defense. You were right on track with that one. May I suggest adding some of Morganite Lotus Flower to this combination? Much like Citron, it will bless your weapon strikes and lend you some of the power of the great dragons. The undead are incredibly vulnerable to holy attacks. Indeed we are. The power of the dragons is a difficult one to harness. I'm impressed by your capabilities, Innkeeper. I think your delight should be aimed towards the magical ingredients. To dilute them in such a way is quite a skill in itself, as is choosing our approach to do this. We should leave this up to her, correct? Yeah, you figure it out, Innkeep. Some additional defense is given, but what should we focus on? Charisma or dexterity? And don't forget those wondrous infusions of yours. I would never. Ooh, okay. Okay, so normally I would probably say fight the undead. But as this game is sometimes a bit taking the different approach than like you normally would, I think I'm going to go with the charisma one. So we need the frozen pine cones. Okay, so let's put the frozen pine cones in. And that's already started us off on this way with strength and defense. First note makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. Okay, so but we need more charisma. 1,000 winds, perhaps? Yeah, I think it would be the 1,000 winds. Become charming and elusive as their elemental messengers. Somehow that feels exactly like resting on a tropical island, enjoying a refreshing drink and pleasant company. Its airy swells are perfect for avoiding unwanted questions. So I guess it would be that one. Because that's the only one that's centered around. But we also got strength in it too. Because these are the normal drinks. So we don't focus on the normal drinks. We focus on these. Like here. I guess maybe. No. Okay, let's try. Maybe it is this one. We'll see if it turns out. I don't know. Because we also need a little bit of this in it as well. Yeah, that didn't turn into anything. I guess it's a spoken heart. Because that matches, doesn't it? Yep. Usually it's one of the special drinks, but I guess we'll go with that. I would like to think that not all of these souls or bodies are fully lost. If you can save even one of them, it'll be worth it. I couldn't agree more. Thank you for your faith in us, Innkeeper. I guess I'll give them a chance, but if they start gnawing your bones, I won't hold back. I'm counting on it. Come on, let us make some new friends. Enjoy your travels, your conversations, and your battles. Yep, we could do a new quest, which I believe is the tower one. Yep. Okay, mission magically possible. The Wizard of Morlin has abandoned his tower on, well, Morlin, a small island near Neverduff and Dalwell. As is custom for wizards' towers, it's said to be full of alluring treasures, gold, magic items, forbidden knowledge, and spells. Anything your looting heart desires. But be warned, the wizard is known to have loved puzzles, mischief, and contraptions, so don't forget to check for traps. Oh, we've got another one. Is it something with the flood? Or is it with his parents? Because there's that, the Twilight Sea, and this one. Yep, that's what it was. So it's the rogue's parents. The Primordial Sea is flooded, and the only solution to your parents faking their death is to hire a hitman, clearly. Fingers crossed this will pass through youth protection. Okay, the Parent Trap. The Twilight Flood brought more to Phoeotia than just the waters of Primordial Sea. In particular, two long-lost air echoes who had faked their own death and abandoned their only child. Now their kid is out for revenge and longs to have them killed, as the fate of the tragic backstories wills it. These renegade parents were last seen in Borkum near the Wadden Sea, so any bounty hunters should probably start there. I wonder who's going to take that one. Alright, so Act 3, The Twilight Flood. 17, In Pursuit of Entropy, 21st of the Astral Moon. Alright, everyone, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you've been enjoying Tavern Talk. I'm very curious where this is going to go with Kumo's parents. Having found out that they didn't die, but they just left him and made him think that they were dead. And it put him on this, dark path that he's been living as a rogue for a very long time. And he doesn't know how to deal with it, which is understandable. Also, can we help Archie kind of, get away from the dreariness of, having lost his best friend and, lead him down a different path, than just constantly feeling guilty and stuff like that, because, he obviously is. And of course, we had our fight with Fable, which is partly because of Kumo, but it was kind of fun taking more of that approach than like normal, where you just listen to their problems and stuff like that. Like, we actually got to interact a little bit more with Fable and get in a fight with them, essentially, and hopefully they find Melly. Or somebody will, but I'm pretty sure Melly's okay. But, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.